What the hee-haw there, Travis, you front seat turd? Biggins is in the house. What's up, Biggins? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, what the hee-haw hell? You sending snow my way. What the hell? They don't get snow down here. Stay up north. Get none of that. There's Joy in the house. What's up, Joy? Welcome, welcome. With some dog nuts, baby. Slap me some dog nuts. Woo. What a photo eats them all. What a photo eats them all. Oh, there's Hit Girl. Hit Girl in the house. Hit Girl's at the margarita bar. Woo. 4 margaritas for $13 and mine and her huge. Woo! Ah, there's Pepe La Pew. I'm gonna be up all night for that. Woohoo! Thanks, Joey. Woohoo! Hi, he don't be mad. Hi, he don't be mad. Super high, super high. Coming up. Woo, my goodness. Welcome to the Rhino Nation on a Friday frolic. Woo, 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 woo. We'll be pushing back from the gate shortly. I have no clue what number to take off tonight, but we'll be pushing back shortly. Put your seatbelts on, tray tables up. Obey your more than ugly flight waitresses. We'll be departing shortly. Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of good news today, somewhat. What's up, Benjamin? Vicky? No, I'm not drunk. I'm just whatever. Just ate me a big quarter pounder, whatever. Had a little food coma. There we go. See, look, right. We got some burgers. Woohoo, fries. Look, Tennessee girl knows. She must be watching. Tennessee girl must have been looking. Smoky BLT. I had a smoky quarter pounder BLT. It was yummy. Yummy. No, we had some good news from across the pond, a little bit anyway. Supposedly the burger story is put out there, or it's actually happening because they have a high-level mole and they're trying to flush out who the fuck it is because somebody's feeding information out that they should be feeding out. So they're trying to find out who the fuck it is, my understanding. And just so you know, this is coming from across the pond. It's pretty fucking high up. He's a 2-star former military of the British, but he's been called back to service. He goes way back to Vietnam. He trained with Charles Beckwood. You know that name, you'll know what he's been involved in. He was also helped found fucking Delta Force. So this motherfucker's been around the block a few fucking times. He supposedly talks to General Berger personally 2 or 3 times a week. And as of a day ago, they were still on good terms. And you should be rest easy because neither Trump nor Biden has the nuclear fucking codes. Neither one of them has the nuclear football at this point in time. So that should make you feel better to somewhat of a point. But the U.S. military and the British military have both kicked Donald Trump in the motherfucking ass hard. That little 6-minute piece of shit that he put out yesterday and the trading cards, they for the life of them, nobody can figure out the trade cards. Fuck the comms. They said that's all horse shit. Fucking trading cards are fucking whatever they are. They said that was the stupidest shit they'd ever fucking seen. But the 6-minute video he put out about the mainstream media and all that bullshit, that came directly from the military. So what's going to happen there is up for debate. Now, on to MonkeyWorks. He was asked about MonkeyWorks. MonkeyWorks is a diversion, is a mechanism. There is not much going on at Gitmo like everybody fucking thinks. That's not where they're sending these people at all. Sure, girl, you can come up. I'll drop the link. I don't care. Hold on. Drop the link for Hit Girl. She's out getting drunk. Gitmo is a distraction, and MonkeyWorks is somewhat of a control device. So that's where that stands. As far as the 2-star wanted to know who Brian was talking to, and he said it was former Marines. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He said, don't worry, we got your back. So something supposedly happened before Christmas. Whether it's good or bad, don't know, have no clue. So we shall see. But the military did kick Donald Trump in the ass and told him get the fucking gear, and he's supposed to be moving on it. So who knows? They got a high level mold they're trying to flush out. So that's where that story with Burger is coming at or from. All you got to do is click on the link there, Hit Girl. Turn your microphone on the phone, and you should be good. So that was somewhat of a good news. The other bad news, I don't know about bad news, but the Russians are kicking the ever-living fuck out of Ukraine. Launched at least 150 some odd missiles for it already. So, woo-woo! I don't know why we're already getting signal violation. We already got green bars like a bad dog, so I don't understand it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's up, Benjamin? Tennessee girls in the house. Woo, 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 woo. Friday frolic. Ooh, yeah, and off the quarter pounder high. Woo, plus the dog nuts that Joey just gave me. I ate one of them already. Woo, put the rest on my horn. Even this out. Tell you what, can't be put them blinking Christmas lights on my tail. I swear to God, I don't understand. The planes try to land on Rhino all the time. Every time I put them on at night, turn it on. Next thing you know, I hear a plane going. It's like, what? What? I don't know. I might tell them it's a bunch of shit come the first of the year. Got to make that trip to Baltimore. Shoot, call and have Burger King reboot their Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's going to help. I haven't been to Burger King in a while. I've been hanging out at the McDonald's. I got 81,000 points, baby. I got 81,000 points at McDonald's. Ooh, I could get free food for the next month. Oh, yeah. There's a lady that lives in the Chesapeake Bay area and saw something curious. She cut through a shopping center and counted 10 containers. Oh, that ain't fucking good. Ooh, that ain't fucking good. She ought to, she was smart. She ought to go report that shit. Fuck that shit. Especially depending on what the store is, because I don't think it depends on the store is, but I can't see them having 17 containers sitting there. Woo woo. If it's a container, it could be one of them Club K's or whatever they're called, Club K's. That would not be a good area because fucking Chesapeake Bay is close to DC and a lot. Ooh, man, that cuts down your time to cut down one part down to like 2 minutes or less. Ooh, that'd be ugly. I'd be reporting that shit. I don't know about the police or somebody. I'd be calling somebody high level and say, yo, is this shit normal? Or sit there and watch them from a distance. That's how a Club K comes. It's in a container. One of them containers they pull off the ships. How they fucking move them around? They play the shell game. If you got like a spare Walmart that's got like 50, 30, or 40 of them, they'll drag 15 of them out and they'll disappear for a couple of days, and then they'll drag another 15 or 20 back in. Just like you sticking a shell under a ping pong ball under three shells, and it's moving it all around. Guess which one's got the ball? Good luck with that. For many, you cannot detect these fuckers until they arm them, which they can do remotely. So you ain't even got to be close to the bitch. You just got to be driving by with a laptop and go beep, 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 beep. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'd definitely be looking at that. My Walmart ain't got no containers, so we're good here. Well, if I don't want to be nasty, but if they got AC units on top of them, maybe they got something in there that they ain't a Club K, but it's called human or something. I'm not being nasty, but I don't know. Or they could have something else in there that ain't supposed to be in there. It's got to be kept cold too. So I don't know. Do not know. Well, it could be all fake too. So who fucking knows? Could just be a distraction on top trying to make it weird. What's up, Papa Two Bears? I don't know, Pro Pret. No clue. Guess it's as good as mine. G or B? Girl or boy? whatever the toe or thumb is of the day. Quarter pounder with baby. They got smoky quarter pounder with cheese. Smoky bacon quarter with cheese, actually. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Ooh. What's up, Justice? Welcome, welcome. Oops, hold on. I'm not paying attention. Hold on. We got him in the back, and I've been paying attention. Get away, dog. Hold on. I'm bringing you up now. Trying to, anyway. Get away, dog. There we go. Hold on. I'm bringing you up now. Sorry about that. Trying to, anyway. You're going to have to turn something off your back feed. There we go. Hold on. I'm bringing you up now. Sorry about that. Trying to, anyway. You're going to have to turn something off your back feed. There we go. Hold on. I'm bringing you up now. Muted. Sorry about that. Trying to, anyway.
Hold on. Is that better?
Oh yeah. There we go. What's up? I don't know. Now we can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
There we go. Now I can hear you. There you go. What's up?
Nothing much.
So you're all back home from the margarita bar already? Damn.
Brought the margaritas home with us.
Yeah, we did. You saw those margaritas we brought home.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, they was humongous. Next thing you know, you're going to be seeing Hit Girl running around the house naked. He'll make her clothes fall off. Oh, shit. Better go lock Todd. You better go lock Todd in the closet as preventative measure.
Friday night, I could stay out of the closet.
Talk to him.
Friday night, I get to stay out.
There he is.
Well, you know, we got to let you out. There you go. You got to let you out now and then. What's up, Terry?
That's the man.
Yeah, she was drinking tequila. You ought to see it. I got pictures of them. They was humongous. They was colorful and humongous.
Hold on. I'll walk in here. Gosh, the video is way behind.
Well, you know, that's Restream.
Hold on.
That's Restream. Ooh, look at the size of that monstrosity.
We had it up to there.
Damn, 2 drank them all on the way home. Woo! Woo-hoo.
No, that's me. He's had some. See, I share.
I'm gonna have to.
You know Moses is pissed. He wants some.
They're drying their feet off. I don't let them in till they dry off. Damn,
What's
this
up
is
there,
way
Justin?
behind, isn't it?
Probably is. It's all usually that way. Looks like nakedness to me. No, that's just Toad with a brown shirt on a brown couch. That's why it looked like he's naked. You don't think nobody want to be seeing that though, but you know, we'll leave that one a hit, girl. Nobody
Looks
else
like
wants to see
nakedness.
that.
Oh, Travis
Yeah,
said looks like nakedness.
that's because Toad's got a brown shirt and he's sitting on a brown couch. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody want to see Toad nakedness. Nope, nope, nope. Nobody want to see that. No.
We figured go big or go home. The way this thing's going, we better have some fun before it all comes
Yeah,
down
well,
on us.
you never know. Woo, one club K will fuck up your whole day. Hmm. No, you stop. Go eat your. You ain't getting no more. Go eat. You were eating fine. Now go.
Damn,
Talk
I
to.
need to put an avatar up. My hand's shaky. Shut up,
Well, that's
Todd.
fine. You can put your avatar up. That's cool.
Why don't I do that shit? A picture of Moses. Moses's blue balls, y'all.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that would be a good sight.
Do you see what Travis said up there?
Right.
No,
Get some drink.
anybody drank half gallon of margaritas with me, best be fast.
If I drank.
You used to drink,
Just
didn't you?
he ain't never stopped. Just as adult entertainment.
Adult
Okay.
entertainment. Go big to go home.
Go big or go home, I guess. Boo, boo, boo.
If any of y'all had have seen me and my three oldest grandkids trying to get a washer in and out of Rachel's house and one off of Black Betty, which is Todd's truck, that was hilarious today. Rachel has made multiple Facebook posts, hasn't she? Fucking funny. Oh,
Well, that's good. I don't
I was
know,
trying
Justin.
to save Todd and my son-in-law some work when they got home.
Yeah, but you guys all wave middle finger, you know, whoop whoop, round up the girls, search for Travis. Nah, we ain't
I
getting no
sent him
girl.
that picture.
We gotta spray Justice for All with some by Brute. Get that 55-gallon drum, baby. Spray the Justice for All with some Brute by Fabergé, baby. Woo woo. Stand by.
Look,
That'll
I bet I can put this in my charger.
get him some high karate.
There, y'all don't see my shaky hand. Give it a minute. That's my lamp.
We're looking at a duck.
That's my camo duck.
Okay. A duck. We're looking at a duck. That's all right. We'll kill this little loon. Now, come on, Justice. You put some tequila in it. It's just like putting antifreeze in a car. Preservative. Yeah. Get some of that 1800 coconut tequila. Woohoo. Put that with pineapple juice and orange juice. Oh, my goodness. Killer.
Justice at our age. I don't think you're much older than me and Todd, Justice. I think you're right at our age.
Yeah, you know, you put tequila in there. That's like, that's preserving the pumps and stuff, you know. Yeah, you got to kick the bucket. You might as well kick it doing something good. Woo-hoo. I just watched a whole bunch of videos about Thailand. Oh my God.
About Thailand?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, how come we can't hear you? Like, we're having like a lot of trouble hearing you. What do we need to do? Me and Todd.
I'm trying to think. Well, I don't know. It might be signals bouncing up and down. I keep getting.
No, I think it's because of the way we're hooked up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know really.
Because we're muting it. See,
Probably
when
you might have to turn the volume up on whatever you're talking on now.
I do.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
Hold on.
that's what they say in Thailand. Eight just a number. Stock up on apples and oranges. I don't know, Justice. I think you better stock up on the Benjamins. It might work better. I eat too many chicks while you hope for an apple and an orange, or an apple and an orange. You usually don't end up having fun with the banana. Yeah, you usually got to have a few Benjamins for the banana to have some activity. No, I was watching the video. They were asking the chicks that are freelancers on the street. Oh my God, shit is. I won't even go there. It's getting me in trouble. But this shit over there is cheap. I was amazed. I was blown the fuck away. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Woo woo. I heard it here on my laptop, so I listen on my phone. I don't know what it is. I can't turn my headset volume up. I don't. As far as I know, I can't. Unless I'm stampeding or ramping. I don't know. I got the mic as close as I can to me.
Oh no, it's on our end. I'm like trying to figure out how to get my headpiece on. Thought it might help, but it didn't.
I got mine on, but I don't know how to. Wait a minute. Maybe I turned my shit up in the back. Hold on. Maybe I got the volume too low in the back. Go up to 132. Maybe that works. I don't know. Cindy Fuller Stevens is now in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now coming on stage is Cindy Fuller Stevens. Welcome, welcome. Woo, woo. On a Friday frolic. On a Friday frolic. We got Pepe Le Pew, Sissy K's in the house. Woo, woo. Go Pepe Le Pew. Woo, woo. And we got Hick Girl and up on the panel with me and got the hands outside drying the fuck off. Good luck with that, Drosses. You ain't getting nobody to follow your ass with Trump collect cards. Put it this way. He dumbfounded everybody with that one because the military's looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But my understanding is they put a nice swift combat boot right up his ass and said, yo, bitch. Oh, we're just strolling, baby. And your guess is like twice as loud than you, but your volume level is totally normal for you. I don't get it. I'm on my headset, so I don't know what that is. Yeah, well, somebody's going to make a collector item. You could sell a frosted dog turd. All the cards are gone. Well, I guess he made a ton of money then. It's like what, $100 a pop or some shit. So I guess it was worth it then. Who the fuck knows? Whoop whoop whoop. I bet he's going to confound the experts. Who knows? I just hope we see something in the next 2 weeks or the next 10 days. Because something's supposed to happen between now and Christmas. Whether it's good or whether it's bad is a different story. Don't know. Supposed to be good, but that's to be seen. And You can take it for what it's worth. The shit with Gitmo is all a distraction. It's got the same, as I've been saying, it's got the same amount of people that had in it before. It's got Afghans, ISIS, drug runners, and a few other people. No political, no celebrity, high level fucking people are there. So, and he was asked point blank about Monkey Works, and he said, that he's pretty much being used as a control mechanism, I guess you want to call it. They didn't use the word mechanism, but they just said the word control. So take it for what it's worth. And this guy supposedly talks to Berger at least 2 or 3 times a week. So believe it if you wish. If not, that's your choice. They got no reason to throw bullshit up our ass, that's for sure. Uh-oh, they fell off. Ooh, I hope they didn't fall on the floor. No, toe. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a good Christmas. Woohoo! What's up, Patriot Missile? Welcome, welcome. Welcome on a Friday frolic. Diane, welcome, welcome. Glad you could all make it. Glad you all can make it. Woo-woo. It's cold here, man. Not cold, but below 50 degrees, so it's cold here. It's considered cold. Woo! And then next week, man, the temperature drops like a rock. Boy, it's like, oh my goodness. Drops like a rock. It's 1 now. Yes, what is Trump punking at us? He said, no, said Travis just massive troll bomb on a thief. Sit back and enjoy watching the heads explode. Yeah, well, I don't know what you got. There's something going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to. Yeah, but I will tell you, the U.S. military done stuck the boot right up Donald Trump's ass about 2 days ago. The shit with General Berger. I guess they need to link it again. It should be the same, but I didn't refresh it, so whatever, be the same. Shit with General Berger was put out there for a reason, because my understanding is they got a high-level mole in the organization or in the White House somewhere, and they're trying to flush that bastard out. So, don't know. Ooh. Oh. Well, we have a fractured military. We have half that, well, I don't know about half, but we have a fairly good amount that are on the other side's team. Just like somebody signed off on this Patriot missiles going there and a bunch of other shit. Well, Russia ain't waiting for that to happen, because they done launched about 120 some odd missiles today and fucked the shit out of Ukraine. Crippled them for their, as far as power production and all other kind of infrastructure. They busted the shit out of their ass today. Woo, woo, woo. Well, supposedly the one about the mainstream news media came from the military. All the other shit that Trump said is whatever. But the shit about the mainstream news media came from the military. Well, I don't know. It's my understanding is, from what I was told as of yesterday, when they let guy last talk to Berger. However, they're playing that out. Berger and company is trying to find out who is that they have a leak. They have a traitor somewhere in the White Hats, at least one, maybe more. They're trying to flush out. So that's why they're shifting who does what or whatever publicly. I don't think this chain of command has changed behind the scenes personally, is what I was told. Oh, pick girls in the back. Oh, hold on. I don't know why she ain't beeping, but there we go.
There we go.
Back.
So I'm going to get the blood. Moses. Murphy. Maybell. Damn, he done dressed her again.
Well, you know, that's what boys do to girls. Come on now. That's what boys do to girls. Look at the hound. Ooh, got a little coat on. I'm sure everybody is, but the two-star
That's Murphy.
right. Well, the two-star asked Brian who he was talking to, and he said a former
Murphy.
Marine. He said relay the message
Moses.
that her back. So something's going on.
I have to mute that.
Ooh, that big old hound. Look at that big old hound. Which is the one with the coat on? Look at that monster mutts. Woo woo. There's a big dog. There's another big dog. He said, "It's time for margaritas, Dad. Come on, give it up. Give me the margarita." He's like, "Yeah, look at me with my fancy coat on. Woo woo."
Moses is hot for Maybell.
Yeah. Woohoo. Look at Moses with the blue parka on. I just said it, Kathy Fuhrer. Berger and whatever else they're putting about. Berger is whatever they're saying he's doing is playing a role because they're trying to weed out a traitor or two that is in the top echelon of the White Hats, which means either whoever the top generals or some of them other guys, one of them or two of them is a traitor. And this information is coming from across the pond from a two-star general that talks to Berger 3 times a week. So General Berger, public, yeah, there's been no change in command as far as whatever they're saying is being for a reason, because they're trying to find out who is leaking the shit, leaking the information, and where it's coming from.
Hey, David, tell them about the story about how that guy was part of the whole beginning of everything.
Well, the two-star that's from Britain is special forces. He trained Charles Beckwith. I don't know. You can look the name up. He's the one that helped create special forces for the United States. The guy in Britain was the one that helped create Delta Force. So the man is very well fucking connected. So they're not feeding us a bunch of shit, because he was asking Brian who he was talking to in America, and he said a former Marine. He said, "Well, relay the message. We got your back. You got your back." So that gave me some confidence there. And anybody wants to say, "Oh, you bunch of old bullshit," that's coming straight from the horse's closest fucking intel, better than anybody else for a truther's going to get. I mean, you don't have any of these other truthers to General Berger personally. This motherfucker calls him 3 times a week. From my understanding, this dude is.
Uh-oh, we lost him. It's just me. Y'all people are fucked. No, I mean, some people said that.
To blow smoke up
okay, go ahead.
Gitmo is a distraction, and Monkey Works is being used as a tool. which, if you look at how much he's being paid, makes perfect fucking sense.
And Monkey Works got told to step back a few times.
Right.
And like what you said, well, someone said that Berger said he wanted to step down. That's not true. That's not what was said according to all the posts. Trump asked Berger to step down, but even that's all, I think, a facade or something hidden.
It's all being put out there because they have, or whatever, the high level, and their high level shit is getting out, and they think there's, if not two people that are playing both sides of the fucking fence that are in the white hat operation, which wouldn't be a surprise. Right. Which would not be a surprise. But my understanding is the chain of command, Berger, if what they're saying, step down or whatever else, is pretty much a distraction, a smokescreen, whatever. His chain of command hasn't changed. And from my understanding is neither Trump nor fucking Biden has the nuclear codes. The codes are being held supposedly by General Berger. Can I prove it? Do I have receipts for it? No, I don't. But the man that is talking to Brian talks to General Berger 3 times a week. So that's the closest you're fucking going to get to being sitting in the room with the people.
Right.
Why we keep getting banged for signal, I don't know, but we are.
When you talk the truth. Also, Berger said in this whole kind of like hidden kind of thing, Berger said, he said, I will stay here in an advisory capacity. Even conservative cowboys said that, advisory capacity, which is kind of like, well, I'm still here. I'm still telling people what to do. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, Monkey works with special, as far as I know. He was some kind of special forces person. I don't know his whole background. Never really dug into it, but he makes pretty damn much coin, and there ain't been too many people that come challenge him or steal his thunder as it's put in the thing. Have it, other channels do the same thing. So,
Cindy Fuller Stevens. Can you share more on that? What you're saying, like he has a very dark work history.
I think she means he was in special forces. I don't know exactly what part, but
yeah, Big in 62. That's the thing. Some people just throw stuff out there, but
right. Well, I know he was special. I know he was spec ops. CIA, I'm not sure about. I do know he was in some I do know a few. He was in a few black ops operations. So that's probably, he was with the CIA. Maybe special forces attached to the CIA. As far as some of the other shit is, the paper trail only goes so far, and then it goes boop, closed. So, but yeah, he was asked Frank about that, and he said one word: control. So you can take what you want from that. Whether he's being controlled or us or whatever, but from my understanding is Gitmo is a fucking distraction. The people are going to some other prison or somewhere else to be whatever can going on, which makes perfect sense. And now that's the third person that told me this shit about Gitmo. So all these people can't be blowing the same smoke up the same asshole. I'm sorry.
when you hear it from 2 or 3 or even 4, but when you hear it for 2 or 3 people that is identically the same, you kind of tend to think, hey, that's right.
Well, the second person that said it, we've been on that conversation about Gitmo when it came out. He said almost exactly the same amount of people, the same type of people, as far as ISIS, Afghan, and everything else. And I'm like, damn, I said he just said the same fucking shit for the other guy did. And I'm like, we didn't even say nothing about it. And the other guy said it from over across there was a 2-star from the United States military, was asked by my friend's rent-a-car agent, what's going on with Gitmo? And he said, beep, beep, beep. He said what he said. He was a little tipsy, but he didn't mince no fucking words. So.
Rhino, can I share what I told you today without, I'm not going to dox anybody or say any names about what was last night?
Oh, sure.
Okay, last night I said the whole story about how, oh, I don't want to say too much, but you know how they said that there was intel coming down and Berger stepped down and all this stuff. Well, somebody else said, I don't want to be too specific, but somebody else said, oh, I saw a video. I asked once and twice about that video. I said, can you tell me about that video? Then they said, oh, that video or the video about Trump in the 6 minutes. And I said, I want to know where the video is about Trump and Berger. I was never responded to, but then when I responded with what conservative cowboy said about how the conversation went with Trump and Berger, and Trump supposedly told Berger to step down, and then Berger was told choose wisely by Trump. Then nothing was ever responded. There was never any video link, and that always bothers me. If you can't provide, when you say there's a video, you need to provide me a video link. I only copied what conservative cowboy said. And I'm not going to point people out. I'm just saying, I copied what conservative cowboy said. And if that is what was said by them, if you say there's a video, provide me the video. I would like to really know if there's something different. I really do want to know if there's something different contrary to what I say. Tell me that.
Well,
Did I say it right?
pretty much. I'll confirm with Cindy Fuller Stevens. I'll try to elaborate on that. All
Okay.
your news anchors in this country, the Nora O'Donnells, the Lester Holtz, and everybody that's a news anchor on any of the major networks does have dual citizenship. They're United States citizens. They're also Israeli citizenships. A lot of your members of Congress also have dual citizenship from islands in the Caribbean and other places over there like that. You can pretty much bought and pay for a dual citizenship in connections, which they have. So, what she is speaking truth is, I bet you they probably have 2 or 3 passports. That's why grabbing these bastards is hard as fuck, because they can go to multiple countries fairly easy. See, what everybody also has to realize too is the entire, pretty much almost everybody, 99.8% of the United States government and everything in this country is bought and paid for by Epstein's and people like him. It's like the mafia in New York City. I will bet you, can't prove it, don't have any intel on it. There's a smoking gun being pointed at the New York mafia, and he is pointing a smoking gun back to Trump. I can almost guarantee it. There's a Mexican standoff going there. So you're probably never going to see them from that way, but I'll bet you there is. Because the New York mafia has fucking way tons of connections that would blow your fucking mind. Same way with Epstein. That's why Epstein got such a sweetheart deal. He's not dead. He's sitting on a Caribbean island somewhere of his choice. Can he do the shit he did before? No, they're keeping tabs on him all. But I bet you who's sitting right fucking next to him can't prove it. But I bet you Gazelle Maxwell is not in a fucking prison in Florida like everybody thinks and believes. I bet you she's sitting right next to Maxwell drinking cool drinks.
Yes, please, Canadian patriots, share anything that will confirm or disbelieve, whatever. I want to know any video you have. Anytime you have it, share it. I want to know the truth, whether it's against what I believe or for what I believe. I want to know. I want to know what is the truth. I'm tired of all of us being like led down a fairy tale lane. All of us told, hey, we got it all. It's going to happen. And then we're dropped dead in the water. I hate that worse than anything. So, Canadian Patriot, if you got anything, anybody else, not just Canadian Patriot, because I think all of us want the truth. I think all of us just want the truth. All of us want to move on with our lives. We're tired of being dead in the water. We want the truth. We want the truth. And we don't want to be told no lies. We want to be given straight up, hey, my husband will tell you when I shake a hand, I'll come near breaking most people's hands because I think a handshake means a lot, and I want us to have the truth. I'm tired of being led down the primrose lane. We want the truth.
Well, as
I think
far as
that's what
justice,
David
there's
wants,
only two
right,
countries.
David?
Yeah, there's only two countries in the Caribbean that I know of that speak openly about non-extradition treaties. Is the Grand Cayman and one other one. I'm sure others that are over there, but they just don't tell you about it. But I'm sure of that. But from my understanding is Epstein is alive and well and sitting on a desert island somewhere. He's being monitored. Yes, he is. Can I prove it? No, I can't. But there's too much shit in jail, and he had way too many connections. Oh, they realistically, there's plenty of this stuff. People got it out there. They could dump the shit tomorrow of Epstein and all the shit that Epstein and everybody in us, damn near everybody in this country that's got a high level, low level position would be fucking implicated. The list is far long and wide. It's well fucking known.
Yeah, why would Trump and any of his leaders be in a video? And I want to see that video. And I'm not saying it can't be, but Vicky Rogers, that what you just said, we did our part and we're here to die. Hey, girl, share it. I think we're all there. I think we all feel up and down, and I think we all feel on different levels. Sometimes we're ready to let go. Sometimes we're done. Sometimes we want to fight. I think we all are at different places at different times. And we all have things going on in our lives. Like, y'all have no idea what's going on in my life and what's going on here lately. And why I say things that I do or comment things. Like, some of y'all don't know what David's going through. David's a good guy. He's a good guy, but he's got a lot of people attacking him. And I'm going to say this right now, David. You know that I'm on your side, and I know that people have attacked you. And don't sit there and act like you don't care and like you're okay with it. Some people are attacking you, and we've all been through attacks like David has been through. All of us, every one of you. I think I can agree and disagree with everybody on this chat. Like Sissy K and I have talked at nights. I've commented with Lester and Justice. I love what you say. Cindy, you know I've been with you. Patriot Missile, you and I have talked a lot. Every one of us have been through some shit. and we've been through stuff, and it is rough times. And we got to agree to disagree, and we got to be there for everybody. And I don't want to take over Rhino's chat, but I think
Well,
y'all know good
one
heart
that
Rhino
pissed me
chat.
off the most is okay, people coming in with my picture of my face, my name, and the dopey, the ghost of dopey. Like I actually killed the dog. Like I actually was hell bent on killing that dog. Why in the hell? And Travis can attest to it. He was down here. He saw both the dogs. Ain't neither one of those dogs got abused. Now, if you're going to tell me if a dog steps out of a car window, okay, it's normally going to be hurt. And if they tore something like an organ or something, you would think that it would be acting fucking strange. And if you picked it up, that it would wince, do something, try to bite your fucking ass or not. And you act like I didn't pick the dog up and had no interaction with it. It just hurt itself and we left it to fend for itself. That's bullshit.
Rhino, stop. Wait a minute. I'm going to say something. You don't know how many days people that Rhino called me and asked because I've helped in rescue and I have lots of dogs that he has freaking asked me what to do. And I might have guided him wrong, but I know that sometimes when dogs are like hurt, anybody hurt. I've had human people that I have known that have been in accidents. They went home and 2 days later died because of internal injuries. Y'all, Rhino talks to me often how bad he feels about Dopey. And I'm going to say this right now because he won't say that. But Rhino feels bad. He talks to me how he misses Dopey. And he loves Sierra, but he misses Dopey. And y'all, I want y'all to know, I want everybody to know, and this, I don't care who's recording this or whatever. Rhino loved Dopey. He took Dopey in when he didn't have to. He took care of her, and he asked for consultations from other people on what to do with Dopey. Y'all, that man loved that dog, and he loves Sierra. And I don't want people saying nothing bad about him or them dogs. He's done what he can. Okay, Rhino, go on. I just wanted to say that on your behalf.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I mean, Sierra's lonely. I mean, I sent a picture of I sent Hick Girl a picture today where she was up on the center console and sitting there all curled up against me because she wanted to be pretty much, I guess, next to me or something. The other morning, my wife called from the Philippines and she been calling Sierra's name. Sierra was laying on top of me. She was flat out like a light. Well, put it this way. I mean, realistically, I thought it was going to be bad, but when you go to the vet, I was never expecting to hear that. It's like, well, she's on the way to being dead. I was like,
Look
what?
at this. He's
I
getting
was
support.
like,
That's
holy
what he
shit.
needed.
And Sissy K can actually put it this way. I didn't make the decision to euthanize her right away. I took the dog back in the car with me. And I sat on the phone with Sissy K for about an hour. And she was imploring me to go take the dog back in before they close and get it euthanized so she would
Yes,
have a decent death.
yes. And Rhino talked to me too. And I'm going to tell you something. He was hurting, and that man don't show it all the time, but he was hurting, and he was worried about that dog. And I love him seeing the support of y'all people saying this support right now because y'all don't know the people that go out into other parts of YouTube and don't support him and have sent him messages. People, I'm not going to say something, Rhino, but people have sent him messages that are nasty, nasty, vile messages. And I'm glad that's why I said something tonight because I wanted you to see the support you have, Rhino, because you don't get much support. We're your family. Hey, y'all, we are Rhino's family. I mean, seriously. I can't give money, Rhino, like I'd like to, but dang. There are other people who give to you, and I know you don't expect money. Sit there and shut up. Don't say nothing. I'm being bossy, but Rhino's a good man. He's not a perfect man because ain't none of us fucking perfect, and some of us are like off our rockers. And y'all, he's a good man. He's trying to get that dog a good home. And I hate when people out there doxing him. And I hear it all over. See that, Rhino? Look at all this support. Look at all this support. I'm just reading. See? And he asked me. He asked me what to do. And maybe I guided him wrong. Maybe many of us did. But who knew that dog was that bad hurt? Because we don't know that. But he tried. He really, really tried. He did the best that he could, the best that I would have done. And y'all say anything about me, but I've had dogs for years. Many of us. So some of y'all give him some support.
Well, even okay, just go the opposite way. Okay, say if I went the same day that she jumped out the window and take her to the vets, and they said she would have had a ruptured organ. Well, okay, that probably would have been anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
And it might not have worked.
Would I pay the $3,000 to $5,000? No, I would not have. That might sound cruel. It might sound nasty, but that's only a beginning, because when you cut a dog open like that or something, it's never just a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. If you'd heard me before, I told you about a Dalmatian that swallowed a steak knife, and I told the person they should adopt it out or put it down. They chose to have the dog's stomach cut open and take the steak knife out. That cost $5,000. The bill now is up to about 13,000 and climbing, because the dog had complications, got an infection, and a bunch of other shit going on with that dog. I said, Christ, you could have had about 10 fucking Dalmatians by now. Okay, that's fine. To each his own. But I did not have the money, would not do it. That's one of the main reasons I had to get rid of Zacharias, is because we're talking about the tip in the scales going to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for no concrete answers that, oh yeah, he's going to be fine. He'll come out and be a normal fucking dog. It's, well, it might happen, this might happen, and all sort of shit. Well, that's fine. If they tell you, oh, you give us $3,000, your car might run down the road and be drivable to from work. Well, are you going to pay that kind of money for that? What if? I don't think so.
Rhino, do you see that? Vicky Rogers said it was an accident. I've told you that. And you looked for help. You tried to find help. And I just want to say something to Mary Freeland. I don't know, that's sweet, but we all love Rhino. We're all trying to support him, and we're all here for him. That's the only thing I hate if all this goes down, because we'll lose our support that we have right here. Look at all of you who stood up for him and who've taken care of him and helped him, whether words or money or whatever. That's what I hate.
Right. Well, me and Sierra will be cool. I'll be going to Walmart tomorrow to get a pop-up tent and something else to keep us warm in the next week or so.
Hey, get her a like super sleeping bag, like I said. She'll sleep in it with you. I know you got one.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, okay. I'm not talking rehash thing, but I mean, you would think that if you picked the dog up and it had an organ ruptured, that it would try to bite you or do something strange, which never happened. And it's not like the dog didn't get picked up after the fact and any time else. It's just like it gets picked up and to go out the car. So the only time after the third or fourth day, then that's when I did that video before I took her to the vets that morning, was the first time she yelped. So
Cindy Fuller Stevens, that's amazing of you. Mary Freeland, thank you for the words of support. I think Rhino, who is military, needs our support. That's what we can give him. If you can't give money, he needs support. And that's the best thing we can give people nowadays, support. Believe me, I know that.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, well, I'm not. I mean, I feel confident in what I did. I mean, I know I didn't do anything wrong to the dog. So I'm like,
I know you didn't. We all know you didn't. But other people who might watch this need to see all this support. Look at all this support that's popping up. Patriot Missile, I see your comment. You're not blocked. But for real, look at all the support you have, and other people on other channels need to see the support. I just want you to see all the support and other people to see the support you have so people know.
well, this little Rhino Nation family, I think we pretty much uh, we somewhat pretty much take care of our own. I mean, I got a bunch of sisters. I got a Sissy K. I got a Laurie C. I got a Hit Girl. Probably got a Patriot Missile, but she's like a million miles away. I got to put the Air Max 360s on to go try that far. Even
You got
the
to,
Uberman,
you got
even
to
Uberman wouldn't go that far. He said, I ain't going to California. Hell no. He said, I ain't going there.
You got a toy. You got a frog.
We got a frog. Yeah, the frogs left because the drainage dried up. The frogs got on the bus again and bloop, go and see you. I think they took the turtle with them too. I was like, oh my goodness. I ain't never figured that out because the turtle must hide in the mud, I guess. Because every time it rains and the drainage ditch fills up, boom, the frogs are back. Turtle's back too because you can see the little air bubbles.
Look at Justice for All. And look at Vicky Rogers. See that? I wanted you to know the support you have because people need that nowadays. The world can be cruel, but you've got friends.
Woo, woo. Well, that's good. I thank everybody. I thank everybody for the support. Oh, I wasn't beating myself up. I was just a little pissed off when I saw shit that was coming from other channels, and especially use my face as the avatar in my name because I've never done that or never used that on YouTube. I've always used the Rhino Nation and avatars that aren't a picture of me. So I was like, that's fucked up.
That's right. No man left behind. That's exactly it, Justice.
Well, if I get upset, if I get passionate about shit, it's probably from my training. I'm sorry. The United States Marine Corps is not a defensive force. And yeah, I was pissed last night before I knew the whole story of what they were doing. I'm telling you, I don't know I don't know Berger personally, but it got news for you. The dude's got 8 rows of fucking ribbons, got jump wings and a fucking airborne fucking shit. The man's been in the military for 30 plus years, commandant of the Marine Corps. You just don't fucking become a 4-star general in the Marine Corps and commandant of the Marine Corps itself by being a shitbird. So the man is fucking tough as nails. And when a guy across the pond, he'll vouch for him and actually fucking talks to him and knows what the fuck is going on. That's all that I need to know. And when the guy personally asked Brian, who I talked to, who he was talking to, he said, Marines, he said, let him know we got his fucking back. So something's in the fucking works. Did the military have to stick the boot up Trump's ass? You bet their fucking ass they did. So what's going to happen? Not a fucking clue there. Loose lips sink ships on that one. But
Hey, Patriot Missile. I was talking to him about that today. I said, I'm worried about you. We're all worried about you in the cold in Sierra. I said, and he said he has a sleeping bag for Sub-Zero. He's going to get one for Sierra. And I've talked to him about some plans for keeping warm because they're talking about it getting bad for us. Everybody needs to have plans because we might all have our electric cut off.
well,
So
the whole fucking country is going to get hit by this fucking storm. which the fucking meteorologists say they ain't never seen nothing like it because it's going to blanket the whole fucking continental United States. I mean, when have you ever? I mean, okay, those time they had a manufactured snowstorm that they paid $4 billion for in Texas and Louisiana, but if this bitch hits and even drops 6 inches of snow, we're going to be fucked because Louisiana don't have fucking not a near a piece of fucking snow fighting equipment. No salt trucks, no dump truck with pumps with plows. They'll be gonna be going. Duh. Anything like the last snow we got, it was like what? And our governor and his brain fucking dead. You think by now, if they're expecting that, they would call California or Las Vegas and say, can we have a few front end loaders, maybe a couple graders, some dump trucks? But no, not here. We wouldn't do that. But I'll be going to Walmart to what's tomorrow? Saturday. Going to Walmart tomorrow. Could go in tonight, but it ain't no time. The place closes soon. It ain't time to look around, so I'll do it tomorrow. A heated coat. I'll take the tent. I'll get one of them little baby buddies or little heat buddies or whatever the fucking thing's called. You put a little canister on the end of it and light it up.
So you look at Patriot Missile. What'd you say? If every person in here gave Rhino $5, it would be good.
Oh, that's their choice. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying.
You don't ask for nothing. You never ask for nothing. Hey, Rhino, can you send a picture of Rhino of you and Sierra, or just Sierra? What you weigh now, by the way?
Hold on.
I know you sent me a picture today. You sent me a picture today, but send everybody a picture of Sierra.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, come here, get in the picture. Get in the picture, baby. There she is. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Go ahead. Come here. Lay down.
Oh, look at that pretty
Lay down.
girl.
There you go. Here, lay down.
Look at that. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, eating a cheeseburger off my. What's up, baby? All right.
What she weigh?
Yeah.
What she weigh, Rhino?
She's probably in the mid 40s somewhere.
Oh,
in the mid 40s somewhere. We got to fatten you up. We're going to get you a can of chicken tomorrow. We got cans of chicken for you to eat tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Chicken for you to eat tomorrow. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
she's not a year old, though. She likes going to fluctuate in weight.
Right. Wow. Oh, look at the tail wagging. You got your tail wagging? Got your tail wagging? Oh, you want to kiss the phone? You want to kiss the phone? You said you want to take the phone with you every time you go out. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Hey. Hold on. Trying to get her to lay like she did earlier. What's the matter? You're good. You're good. Hold on. See, look. There you go. That pup. Say hi. Say hi.
Hello? Hey, Sierra. Sierra. Hey, Sierra. What you doing, pretty girl? Hey, pretty girl. What you doing?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, you're fine. You're good. Go ahead. Lay down. Go. Well, you got to get your foot out of my side or you're not going to be able to lay down. Silly mutt. me put up a PayPal link or whatever. I could do the Cash App thing. Boop. Dollar. Yeah. Multitasking. Might help you hit the right button. There, now you go. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. There we go. Right, like a seal. Yeah, I've never figured that out. She's got totally different fur than Doper's had. But water under the bridge. There you go, baby. Yeah, go ahead, lay down. Oh, there you go, lay down. No, you ain't eat. Get away from that. Try to eat mustard packs from McDonald's. They don't taste too good, dog. They don't taste too good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. Shit. I might have hit the wrong button now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have hit the button. I don't know. We'll see.
No. Really? Uh-oh.
We're back. Maybe.
Poof! And you're back.
Yeah, I had to refresh. I don't think I hit the wrong button before because I almost ended the stream. Oh, yeah, there we go. Reload. Chat's gone, but oh well, that's nice.
Chat's gone?
No, now it's back. There we go. Should be. I'll drop it again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know if it went before, but here it is. There's the Cash App. Ooh. Diesel parking heater. Three different ones. People put them in their Jeeps and their cars. Not a big one that heats my garage.
So how it might be a little delayed because
Yeah, I see Cindy's post. The Marine Commandant Eric M. Smith named his replacement Marine Commandant. What the fuck? Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, last time. Okay, so something happened there too because so in other words, Berger. Then that proves that Berger is joint chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Then and took Miley's place, because if this guy Eric Smith is the Marine Corps Commandant, so he had to resign that position to take the person as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So that even further proves that he's been replaced or went to wherever, and Berger took his spot because that's the only way that Eric M. Smith could have became Marine Commandant. Yeah, well, everybody don't know that story. The special forces had to send a bunch of units here to Louisiana because people was trying to fucking screw by taking the shit, same as they did in Florida. So, ooh, yeah, we're bouncing up and down like tennis ball now.
I'm just showing you a little bit of my hound dogs.
Hound dogs and owls. Got hound dogs following too.
Which is probably fucking behind. And Moses went with Todd. Murphy's over there. But what you all are seeing is basically my living room, kitchen, and Todd cut a hole in the wall right there because I fucking wanted a one room. There was a hole there, and I said, "Hey, take this down. I want a combo room." So that's how we roll. That's my house. See, there you go. Not much. I have a small little house, little ranch house out in the country. Creek down in the center of the road. If it was daytime, I'd take you out there to see it. Y'all won't believe this. There's like a road goes down one side, there's a creek, and then a road comes up the other side. That's how I
Wait a
live.
minute. Wait a minute. What was that? There's a creek? Is that like a creek in your back, or is that a creek going down the road if they got water
It's a
flowing?
creek down my fucking ass, Rhino. Oh shit.
Just making sure which kind of creek it was, whether a creek in your
It's a
back
creek.
or a
It's
creek
creek.
down.
A creek and it's creek.
Just messing with you. Just messing with you.
Hey,
Gotta play with the accent.
Rhino, Justice wants you to drop him a link.
I did. It's
And
right
it might
below.
be better than mine. I'd take you out there. Hell, I'd take you out creeking down the roads, down through the creeks tonight.
Drop
Or I'd
Justice
take you
link.
on our
It's like 3 lines
subdivision. We
below
have
it.
creeks. Seriously, people. You go down one side of our road, there's a creek down the middle. Then you have to go over a bridge and up the other side. That's how you get into our house.
What?
Seriously. Yep. There's a creek down the middle of our street. I kid you not. It's Kentucky, people.
Man, look at that mug.
Hey,
So actually
Rhino.
smoking.
Hey, Justice.
Yeah.
Justice.
How you doing, hick gal?
Hey, Justice, share your shit.
Rocky Patel cigar, my signature cigars. What can I say, y'all? My one vice in life yet.
You do you, dude. You do you. I don't smoke, but you do you. I drink. So there.
Well, here I'll show you my little boy. He's on my lap.
Oh, what is your little boy?
He's a Italian Greyhound. That was my wife's little diabetic dog, and
Oh my God.
since she passed away, he's became my little lap warmer.
Oh my God. We had an Italian Greyhound. Our friends several years ago gave us an Italian Greyhound. They had no idea how to deal with it. But they are super awesome dogs, hyper energetic, but loving on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Between him and my German Shepherd, they've kept me going over the last 7 months.
I understand that. I understand that, Justice. I've been in hard place too, Justice. I understand your life and your situation. I do.
Oh, they want to see. They want to see it again, Justice.
Okay.
Yes, show us your puppy dog.
That's Buddy.
What?
Buddy.
Bud?
Buddy.
Like with a B?
Yep, Buddy with a B.
Aww.
He's 11 years old. Still acts like a pup.
Oh my gosh. Sweet puppy, sweet.
It's dogs. It's the dog pound on Rhino Nation 8. We got the dog show going on.
You going to the dogs, Rhino? You going to the dogs?
Yeah.
Hawkeye, come here. Come here, Hawkeye. There's the big boy. There's the big boy. That's my big German Shepherd.
Well, thank you, Lily Lynn. I would go over there, but it's probably going to boot me out if I sidestep tonight for some reason. Restream being a pain in the ass.
How big is your big boy, Justice?
He's 90 pounds.
Mm.
He's
Maybe
90 pounds. And you ought to see him with the little one play around in roughhouse. It's hilarious. The little one thinks he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Finally, Hawkeye will get tired of him and just slap him down with a paw, like say, "Calm down, boy. I'm getting tired."
Always. Maybe 92. I'm thinking Murphy has went down to about 140 because of his age, but Moses a clear 150.
Yeah. I had a Rottweiler that weighed 185 right before she passed away. Somebody poisoned her with antifreeze. I was not happy about that, but
oh my God, horrible! That's a horrible death.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yep.
Also.
And there's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately.
No.
They love that shit. Antifreeze tastes sweet to them.
Tastes like sugar.
Yep.
Right.
But I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I'd do without these two dogs.
Pizza. Yeah, pizza. And you know how to do pizza. Justice, what do you have to share with us? Share.
Well, I was going to say this is just locally here, but I'm going to put it out there. Everybody knows that I live in what we call the Triangle here in Kansas. I got Fort Riley to the north. I've got McConnell Air Force Base to the south of me, and I've got Forbes Field to the east of me. Forbes Field is in Topeka. That's the one that Monkey's been watching along with the one out of Texas down there. And
hey, Justice, can I ask you something?
Sure.
What were you in services, or what services were you in?
Well, officially or unofficially? Officially, I wasn't in the service. Unofficially, let's just say I got contacted by 3-letter agencies and did some training down at Fort Lejeune.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I did law enforcement for a lot of years. And of course, my joke right now is I'm a plumber by trade and a heating and air tech. So I tell them no matter which trade I worked, whether it was law enforcement or plumbing, somehow I always ran across a bunch of turds.
Ace turds all over the world.
Well, you do know the cross is in Missouri. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
look at this. Hey, y'all look at this.
I think I know what Vicky's talking about, but in my area here, Blackhawks, I've seen as high as 15 of them in one day here in the last 3 weeks. Chinooks, 10 to 20 of them. Been seeing Apaches flying in a V formation 5 at a time. Plus, the air refuelers have been up quite regularly out of Forbes. That's reported from an MTAA officer that's a friend of mine over there at Forbes Field. And he says that they've also been flying jets in and out of there. Also, from another friend of that's down in McConnell Air Force Base down there. They've been having McConnell Air Force Base down in Wichita. they've been flying fighters out of there, and they've been flying R-135s up out of there.
Why are they flying fighters out of there?
Good question.
See, I don't see that. That's what I don't understand. That's the $1 million that I don't get, because okay, I've said it numerous times before. There's only one side of the country that they can come from, would be the north. From the east or west, you would have to become from a carrier deck sitting at least 200 to 250 miles out to sea. All right.
Yep.
Taking into account them 250 miles, you either have to be flying with wing tanks, which means the plane's going to have a hell of a time trying to dogfight, because by the time it gets to the coast of the United States, it's going to be almost out of gas.
Yep.
Because your average fighter jet is running, it's got about a 375 mile nautical mile range, depending on the plane, whether it's using for afterburners and all the other shit. If you put wing tanks on it, you're adding 40-some thousand pounds to each side, or combined 40,000 pounds, which makes it even fucking sluggish as fuck to dogfight. So east of the west coast and from the south makes no sense, because Mexico has no fighters. They only got 6. Now, if you come from the north, you're only going to be in our airspace for 5 minutes before you're intercepted with 2 more on the way to join the first 2.
Well, so can I tell you part of what I think it is? And
sure.
Think about this a minute. How many distribution centers do we have sitting around with freight boxes in them? How many? Quite a bit, right?
No, I mean, I don't have no clue on that. I mean, whatever blank Kmart's is a lot of, supposedly that's where they're storing this crap at.
Well,
but see, the one that got me was, go ahead.
Walmart has them. Target distribution has them. You've got on centers. You've got other centers around that have them. Hell, even Frito-Lay's got a ton of them sitting out there in their back lot down there in Topeka. Now, if Club K missiles could be in any of them, and they start to take and react, they need to have jets close to take them out. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're doing is some recon work and trying to make sure they're up in the air to take them out if they do start to fire them off.
Okay, well, the one that puts a chill down your spine is what Mary said. That this chick saw 17 containers in near the Chesapeake Bay, and you had the fucking Global Hawk fucking drone flying circles over the Chesapeake Bay the other day.
Yep. I had an R1.
That bitch is $130 million aircraft.
I see that.
Well, I had one of the military birds up flying man in the middle up between Topeka and Lawrence that Monkey never even mentioned, and it never even showed on his radar, but it showed on mine. And that way there, they're talking to all those jets and everything.
Monkey Works is being used, troll tool, or whatever else.
I agree with you.
The pond, so
well,
may go somewhere else with these people, because
exactly. Well, I know this much, Rhino. They're also flying north into Nebraska, and they're flying south into Oklahoma.
Huh?
I know he dropped. But when they take and are putting that much assets up here in the area, I firmly believe, and this is my opinion only, I have nothing to back it up, but I firmly believe that they are afraid that there are some of those Club Ks in the area, and they want to be prepared for it just in case they do try to activate them. I think that's why they're up so heavy over the central part of the United States. Because think about it. If they have Club Case in the central part of the United States, those things can attack anywhere within the United States in minutes.
If our dog thinks full day. Why do we fucking spoil these dogs? Why?
Well, I'm in my mid-60s, and I've been around enough to know that if something looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and farts like a duck, it probably is a duck.
Not yet.
No, you mean it's not a goose? Come on.
Nope. And I've got a family member that is a civilian contractor now. He was spec ops, but he's out at a certain base in the mountains in Colorado. I don't want to mention it, but the thing of it is, he says even they are worried about the Club K missiles out there.
Wanted to get him support.
Right, because you have less than 3 minutes to kill one.
Exactly.
Depending on where
And
it
I
comes
think
and
that
where it's got to go.
I think that, and I think, you know, where they're saying that they think they're centrally located here in the center part of the U.S. Think about it. That would 3 minutes. They could damn near be to the West Coast if they're hypersonic missiles.
Well, I don't think that's where they're going to go. Realistically, if I would think they were going to use it, they would be on the East Coast, and they would hit west in Michigan, Ohio, where the power grid is at.
Yep. And we have a large power grid here. We have two nuclear plants in this state, plus several big coal-fired plants.
They are those.
And that's looking at logistics. And I've worked around logistics quite a bit when I was in law enforcement. The logistics support the fact that they are scared of something here in this area with as much assets as they're putting up in the air every day.
Well, I don't know if I think some of that is being tweaked, because if it was true, the message that they're saying they were flying, we would be out of aircraft by now, but the maintenance and the parts just don't support the kind of flying they're saying they're doing.
Well,
it sucked when I was in, and it ain't as far as parts and the people maintaining the planes. Ain't none of it got much better. So it's probably the same as it was.
Well, I know down there at Forbes, they're flying 3 to 5 tankers a day out of there. That came from a police officer friend of mine that's directly there.
Somebody the other day said there was 77 up. Fucking way. They'd be running into each other, because everybody don't realize how a tanker does shit. It flies north to south or east to west in a pattern. If you had 77 up, they would be.
If you had 77 up, that's way too many over the United States. I think you're, like you said, they're tweaking the numbers. But I believe my friend when he tells me that he's seeing 3 to 5 come up out of Forbes Field every day.
Am I still here? Did I go poof again?
You went poof again for a second.
Nope, I went poof again. Damn, what the fuck is up?
Restream's messing with you. Yeah, that would make me question that, Kathy. Why do they need an air conditioner on top of these container ships or containers if they didn't have people in them?
Well, that's what I was wondering, but maybe that's just a distraction.
It could be.
Okay, I would
It-
say we'll take the little people as possibility, but who's to say it don't have some other piece of shit that needs to be kept cold, like
exactly.
some kind of pathogen or some other piece of shit that fucking could do mass fucking shit,
Exactly. Exactly.
or
And where
or
do most of those shipping containers come from?
well, see, okay, what everybody is thinking short-sighted. If you back up a year or two before all this shit went down, Mazarek and Danzig and Evergreen had unfeathered access to ports along the East Coast. And also,
Exactly.
half of the ports on the East Coast are owned by shady fucking characters. We'll leave it at that. Shady
Yeah,
partnerships, shady characters.
and if you look at things now, Rhino, and do the research, you'll find out that I'd say at least 80% of the ports are now owned by China.
Well, what a surprise. Woo.
And okay, if where were all the viruses supposedly coming from when all this stuff broke loose? And what
That's
do
what
we
I'm
know
saying,
for
man. What I'm saying,
what
Mary, the one that concerns me is because they had the predator, then not the predator, the global hawk drift fly in circles around the Chesapeake Bay area yesterday, like mad. For the last 2 days, actually, it's been up there flying around and doing circles all over the Chesapeake Bay. So that makes me go fucking,
Yep, it does. And the containers that I've been seeing here have either been all white and put together or all beige and put together. That makes me wonder. You don't see the mixed colors like you normally do.
Well, from what I've been told, they're playing a shell game. Okay, say you have a vacant Walmart, it has 35 containers. Okay, it's not going to have any special fencing, guards, or anything else. It's going to look like they're storing containers there. They're going to have a truck pull in, take 15 out. A day or two later, they'll drop 15 to 16 or 17, some odd fucking number in. It's just like you putting a ping pong ball under a turtle shell and moving them 3 ways around, and you got to guess which one the ping pong ball's under. Sometimes you get it right,
Exactly.
sometimes you don't. But the worst part about these fuckers is you can't tell, you can't detect them until they're activated, and you can activate them remotely. That's the biggest sticking
Exactly.
point about the bastards, because if it was easy to pick them up and detect them while they're just sitting there, we would already have taken them out, but you can't.
But that would also come into play of why all the uh, fighter jets are up. Because if that thing goes
Well, I get
active,
that to a point. Well, I get that to a point, but not the amount that stays up in the air. That's way too
I
many.
don't think there I don't think there's that many up. But I do think we do have a heavy concentration of them here, uh, right here in the central U.S. because they seem to be, and this comes from my family member, they seem to be very, very worried about all the shipping containers here in the central part of the United States.
Well, okay, realistically, if you want to go, if we buy into all this shit that's supposedly happening, if the deep state is in such dire straits, which maybe it is, maybe it's not. Okay, you would have had this plan for years. I think there's going to be at least two big booms somewhere in the United States, not in all fucking 50s. Because if my ass is going to go out, my ass is going to go with scorched earth policy.
Yep,
I'm taking fucking as much shit as I can take the fuck out. I'm sorry.
yep. Well, we've got a Target distribution center down there in Topeka, and supposedly there's a fenced off area with 30 containers in it that nobody goes in and out of. And about once every month, they'll go in and pull 8 to 10 of them out of there and then put another 10 or 15 back in there.
Right. The
So,
ultimate shell game.
exactly.
And I don't know what you need to activate these. So you just need a laptop, or you have to have some kind of special thing that goes hooked to a laptop, or what? Because I never actually researched that, but
Well, what little research I've done on it, a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and certain codes will activate them from what I've researched. And Patriot Missile, you're right. When are we going to wake up as Americans and realize that, hey, we got to stop getting all of our stuff from overseas and start making it back here in the U.S.? It would stop all this BS entirely, because if we weren't dependent on these other countries, we wouldn't be open to this type of an attack. Not only that, you know, people would have jobs, people would have a good income, but we've got to get this younger generation to realize that money doesn't grow on trees. The government's not going to support them, and they can't make money by just doing computer programming and everything else. Right now, there is such a shortage in the trades that they're saying in another 5 to 10 years that plumbers, electricians, HVAC people, and general construction people in general are going to be making close to, if not more, than doctors are.
Well, yeah. Well, most of the control computers, they could be activated as well. I don't know. My guess would be they're blowing up tunnels on Bush Junior Ranch. I don't know about any of that stuff. Maybe, maybe not. I think the jury's out. Personally, I think the jury's out on them blowing up domes, but could be wrong because as big as the domes are, something from the top of the one of these would had to have had a tremendous sinkhole that the shit on top of the earth would have fell into the hole. You can't tell me that they're just perfectly on every one of these are up. That ain't nothing from the top of the earth just fell into the hole. It could be good, but one of them's got to fuck up where you can just say, "Oh look, woohoo," you know. But you haven't heard no great. Oh, we had a sinkhole here or there or somewhere else.
I tend to agree with you, but I gotta play devil's advocate here for a minute. Think about this: what if they use nothing but a hellfire down in there? If they set a hellfire bomb off, which would be like a hellfire missile, that's one big giant flame. It's going to roast everything, and it's going to make enough of a kaboom in there that, yeah, it's going to shake the ground, but it's not going to be enough of a kaboom to take and fracture it where it's going to invert down into the ground.
I have no clue. I mean, I'll take it with a. I mean, possible. I mean, dude, I don't think we're going to know half of this shit.
Yeah,
To put it this way, something is going to happen before Christmas. Whether it's up for the good or for the bad is up for debate. I do not know, but I do know, and it's even more confirmation now that General Berger has, if you want to call it, stepped aside. Okay, pretty much, he's. If you want to look at it a different way, he's stepping the role that he's been clandestinely filling as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Okay,
exactly.
Now Eric, whatever, is now the commandant of the Marine Corps. So that's logical progression there. So does that mean Trump is planning on coming back time soon, or they're just getting their ducks in a line to try to stop this Patriot missile and all the other crap? Because Russia done fucked Ukraine a new ass today. They launched 120 plus missiles in their entire infrastructure. They have no power, nothing. They ain't got shit. And what my understanding is, Rush told them through the grapevine, if we so much as see one of your heavy lifter fuckers, we're going to consider it hostile, and it's not going to fly no more. So they ain't playing no more.
No, they're not. And, you know, they're talking about sending Patriot missiles over there. Russia already made the statement that they'll take out every battery that they can find. And I do believe Putin would do that.
Well, they're trying to get rid of them before they even hit the ground over there. So that would be what the heavy lift plane would be. A C5
Exactly.
can carry about, I think 4 of those, and a fucking C7 can carry at least 2.
Yes.
Maybe more than that, but I know they can. I know the C5 can carry at least 4. I know a C17 can only carry 2, if that, maybe 1,
Mm-hmm.
just because the motherfuckers are too long.
Agreed. Agreed. And, you know, I think Russia has just about had its fill of NATO and the Western Alliance. Now, do I think Russia will attack us? I don't think so, unless it's provoked to where they can't do anything but attack to protect themselves.
I have no clue exactly where Millie went to, but I do know that he supposedly was removed because he tried to pull a power play with him and a guy that was in charge of the National Guard, and they got dick slammed by General Berger way back when. So who knows where he's residing at now, but right. Probably went to Jenny Craig to work on his fat gut too. Just saying. Oh, justice fell off. Oh my. Ooh, everybody's falling off. What, Rushy? Hold on.
I'm still here.
Man, you just stubbed your toe. Stubbed your toe.
Oh, and busted a toenail.
Yeah. What's up, Laurie C? Glad you could wake up. Glad you could wake up, Laurie C. Welcome, welcome. Woo woo. Laurie C's in the house. Ooh, put out a Christmas trowel on my stove. Oh my goodness. Put out a Christmas stove. That's funny. I haven't seen a damn Christmas tree yet down here. Normally you see them on the side of the road, man. Fell off again. Damn. Hold on. The fuck? Come on, bitch. Ain't let me do nothing. Hold on. There we go.
I was going to say I'm with Lori C. After D pass this year, I haven't decorated for nothing, and we used to go all out every year for it, but just not in the spirit this year, guys.
Right. Well, I haven't seen a Christmas tree lot anywhere near here where I'm at. And I maybe ought to go on the other side of Shreveport next week. I got to go there anyway, but I ain't seen a Christmas tree lot nowhere. I've seen shitloads of firework tents though. Got a ton of works tents. They all got stocked today. They all got stocked today. Woo, woo. What's up, David N? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, David N. Woo, woo. Damn. Well, it's back. It keeps doing this. Hold on. Fuck. Why is it being a pain and not let me do shit? Oh. Hold on.
Well, I guess I'm back. Now we lost Rhino. I think we're playing tag and trying to keep this chat going.
There you go. I got to get back here first.
I said we're playing tag, trying to keep the chat going.
Fucking bouncing like a fucking tennis ball right about now. They're beating me on and off against the wall.
Yeah,
Oh, there.
I'll tell you what. If you look at that map that Monkey puts up about the cyber attacks, you ought to look at it at night. You think it's bad during the day? It's worse at night.
Right. What's a Grinch tree?
I don't
Obviously,
know.
Laurie C has never watched The Grinch Who Stole Christmas or whatever. I don't think I ever watched it, I guess. The Grinch tree is one that looks all, uh, I don't even know how to fucking describe that shit. Well, never
You know,
done.
guys, I'm not trying to spread any fear porn about these missiles, but when I have a family member telling me that they're concerned about them, I figure it's something that you should be, especially considering what he's done in the past and where he's located at.
Well, it's the 3 minutes or less. It's not a lot of time to pick, lock, and do something. So,
Exactly. That's why they're trying to keep birds up in the air so they have the chance to react to them. From what I'm being told.
right. See, I told you, Laurie Steve never watched the Grinch Stole Christmas. See, I told you she ain't never watched the Grinch that Stole Christmas. Why she don't know what a Grinch tree is.
Mary, I send you my condolences. I lost my wife in May, so I'm right there with you, hon.
Patriot's funny. It's a little tree about 1 foot tall in a Santa bag with one ornament. It's so cute. You're forgetting to say that the one ornament's bending the tree almost in half.
Yes, we do, Kathy.
Well, there ain't nothing we're gonna be able to do about a Club K except report the fucking containers. They see them somewhere weird, but
Yeah. If they're in an area where we can keep collateral damage down to a minimum, I believe they'll just annihilate the whole damn area.
Hold on, come here, Sierra. Come here. You gotta go. Wait, hold on. I'm going. I'm going. Give me your leash so you can go. There you go. 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 Must be a priority P run. Man, it's cold out there. Damn. Woo, cold out there. There we go.
Righto,
Priority P.
I think you need to tighten a belt.
Yeah, well, I was going to do that today, but it decided to rain, so I didn't have a chance to do it.
I know what you're saying. At least it's supposed to be 40s this weekend, and I've got a welding project I've got to do on my service truck, so I'm going to try to get that done this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to do it today, but the ground is it rained about 3 or 4 o'clock for about an hour, and the ground is still wet as shit. So it'll have to wait till tomorrow when it dries out. Hopefully, oh, looks like a poop
Where
time.
are you at,
Oh, got a poop
Kathy?
then.
Kathy, where are you at? I'd like to know where you're seeing those containers at, so kind of give me an idea so I can put it on my map.
Just a big bay, I think. I don't know. That's where Mary Freeland said she saw hers. Are you done? Done? Yeah, I thought so. Go, go. There you go. Good girl. Eat your food. Eat your food. Woo woo. It's cold out there, man. Damn. 41 degrees. Woo.
Mary, my wife was saved too. I'm sure she's sitting up there with a fishing pole in one hand and some fish bait in the other, waiting on me to get there. Because that was my thing. We used to love to go to the lake and just go fishing. We'd be out there for a week or two at a time.
Go through Target's parking lot, count some containers, see if how any have been moved. Oh, that's weird. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You Oklahoma. Well, Mary was talking about the ones in the Chesapeake Bay the other day. Somebody went through somewhere.
Well, I'm just south of Fort Riley, is where I'm at, guys. And so I see a lot of what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Be interesting. Well, let's see. We got what, 10 days roughly until Christmas, so something's gonna happen.
Yeah, and
days.
let's hope it's a Merry Christmas instead of a Grinch Christmas.
Well, hopefully it's a good thing and not a bad thing, but I don't know. Well, see, it seems the whole thing with burger seems in itself, but okay, it somewhat makes perfect sense now. Twofold. For one, Burger is actually assuming. I mean, he's now actually assuming that okay, he's chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So in a sense, this other guy, Eric, moved up to Commandant of the Marine Corps. So that would be the line of succession. That makes perfect sense there. The other shit with the trading cards, well, I get good reason for Trump to make money if he sold all 45,000 of them motherfuckers at $100 a pop or whatever. So, or whatever he sold them for. But other than that, trying to weed out who or what the fucking two moles, or they think there's at least one, or if not two, out of the fucking white hat organization. Who knows? But when you hear it from a 2-star from the other side of the world in the British military, it makes you feel a little bit better.
True.
And I mean, he asked Brian who he's talking to. He said, talking to a former Marine in the United States. He said, well, just made a message. We got your back, chap. And this is a dude, you know who Charles Beckwood is, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, he fucking trained, he was back in Vietnam, trained him, and he was also one of the founding members of Delta Force. So that tells you what this man is.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Well, if he's talking to Burger 3 times a week, they must be on pretty good fucking terms.
Exactly.
And as I said yesterday, you ain't getting no 8s of ribbons, fucking jump wings, and airborne for being 30 plus years in the military and not know your fucking shit, or not know your way around things. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see what they're saying now. We're playing semantics with words. You step back in an advisory can think. From my understanding is the chain of command hasn't changed. I mean, it changed some, but how things are reported hasn't changed at all. So they're just
exactly.
trying to weed out a turd or two.
Yep. Well, I'll be glad to bring a Roto-Rooter if they need it.
Maybe they'll just need a big jar with a lid on it. And they can say, I found 2 turds. Send them to justice. Ah!
Yeah. I got a rigid K-1500. I'll chew them up and send them on down the line.
Just saying.
And just for you people that don't know, that's a sewer machine.
Wow. If I had a wrench, I could post a real raw news article. Well, everybody knows where to go get it. You should just punch in real raw news on Google and boop, take it right there. Yeah. Well, that's just like the one that gets me is you got to send special forces to protect Louisiana from in a tornado situation. You got to send special to protect the motherfucker from FEMA. I said that's fucking pitiful. If that ain't fucking if that ain't the fucking height, and that's just like in the Hurricane Ian, they had 12 teams that sent down there with 500 horsepower airboats to keep FEMA from raping, pillaging the fuckers in the tornado, not the tornado, the hurricane. I said, that's pretty bad when you're got to protect that shit from that.
Look at how many guns they confiscated during that time frame.
Shit, look how much money they got within the amount of time there. They got like $2 million.
Yep, and all the drugs that they took. You know good and well that didn't get destroyed. You know damn good and well that they took and how should I say, redistributed that to other places for 3-letter agencies to get their
right. See what
black
Gitmo's
money.
saying, that's an interesting date. transfer authority from Berger to Smith happens on January 1st. Okay, that's a
Jeff,
perfect line of succession because Berger cannot stay commandant of the Marine Corps. He steps up to be the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So that would make
yep.
sense that the other guy, Eric, is now put in place as the Marine Corps commandant. That fits perfectly. Now the other shit saying that what their roles are is trying to flush out a turd or two out of the fucking upper echelon.
Jeff, why don't
Hold
you
up, there.
why don't you come up here? Why don't you come up and enlighten us a little bit, buddy? I'd be glad to talk with you.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll drop the link once. Well, I feel better now compared to yesterday.
Yeah, I think we all do. Finding out what's really going on that end of it, anyhow.
I was pissed yesterday. I said, "You mean to say this motherfucker is going to sell trading cards and going to shit can 8 Pro fucking general? Really?"
Mm-hmm.
But now it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense now.
Jeff, the only crack I got around here is my plumber's crack.
Oh my. Well, you know.
I don't think that's the other one.
I would be nasty, but I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Oh, there's Don. Richie's in the house. What's up, Don? Welcome.
Yeah, we lost him again. I'm gonna have to send the bat signal out for him. Jeff, what's your take on these what's your take, Jeff, on all these fighter jets up over the U.S.? I've got a theory, and it's kind of supported by what my family member tells me that's out there at a certain base in Colorado that's on lockdown. He's one of the civilian contractors out there now. He was former spec ops, and what he's telling me is they are concerned about the Club K missiles. Is why they're flying so many jets over the U.S., especially here in the central part where I live of Kansas, to take and be up there in case they do try to set them off.
It says think it's force protection.
I see that. Well, with all the bases that are right here in this central part of the U.S., if they hit them first, that's going to cripple our United States military because we got the biggest infantry and tank division right there in Fort Riley. We've got one of the big air bases down there in McConnell, down there by Wichita, and we got one of the biggest refueling bases in Topeka, right there at Forbes Field.
They're going to go where the power grid meets because if you remember, when New York City had the major blackout, it cascaded all the way down to the Midwest. There's about 4 power plants hook into the same fucking area. They said it almost took out the whole damn country.
Well, we've got two nuclear plants here in this state, plus a big coal-fired plant. And they're tied into the grid. And if they go down, that's going to put a hurt on things too.
Wait for my signal to pop back. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I hear you.
Well, okay. Well,
yeah, there he goes again.
See, it's bouncing like a rock ball. Well, you got a plane that's a 747 that got shot down, 20 years ago?
Yep.
Got more armed guards than a power plant in the United States conventional.
Yep.
I don't know about a weak military. We got a compromised military.
I do know this much. The security down at Wolf Creek Nuclear Plant is well trained and well armed. they're loaded for bear down there as far as everything from shoulder fired missiles, M16s. Most of them are carrying Glock 17s and 19s, so they're pretty well armed down there.
Well, I'll bounce this one off of Jeff B. They supposedly don't say for sure, but I supposedly have an idea where the P8 went to. For ocean, they're saying the P8 was put in the boneyard in the desert. It was taped up, fucking numbers scraped off of it, all sensitive shit that was to give up the flight tracking data and all this shit, and all the records on it have been disabled, taken out, and all this other shit. And they threw a shitload of dirt on it to make like it's been there forever and 10 years. That's one, or it's in 15 boxes somewhere else. Can't say where. I could, but I'm not going to. Or it's in 15 boxes somewhere else that it's already been dismantled.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also know from talking to a friend of mine that's out in that boneyard that we have a lot of our assets being, how should I say, rehabbed out there, that they took out so they could take and have things in the quiver if they need to pull them out quickly. That's basically all they got to do is scrape the stuff off the windows and throw the numbers back on them, and they're ready to come out.
Well, that's not entirely true, really. It takes a little longer than that.
Well, yeah, I was trying to make it simple for so people would understand.
Nah, that's it. Put it this way: realistically, if you're on a trot to get something back, it's going to take, depending if anything's been taken off of it, it's going to take you about a month.
Yeah.
At least. That's on a fast track, on a urgent, got to have this thing schedule, and only going to be happening on one, maybe possibly two aircraft because they don't have the staff.
Yeah, but I've also heard that they've been bringing in a lot of contractors and training them on that.
Right, but it's still, that's just like, okay, they're rehabbing those tanks across the pond too. By the time they get them rehabbed and run one or two out the door, it's not going to be no need for them. But more power to you, big boys.
Well, I know this much. Fort Riley, which is the home of the Big Red One, and the tank brigade that's there, has been rehabbing a lot of the National Guard tanks and stuff like that in my area.
The Marine Corps,
I have a friend of mine that he used to serve with my family member, and he was telling me that they've been pushing a lot of older tanks in there, the old Abrams and stuff that were supposed to be put in mothballs, and they're bringing them back. Jeff, have you heard anything along those lines? If you're still in the chat. You're back.
Yeah, I had to go
Jeff, I've been hearing from a source that was in Spec Ops with my family member, and he's saying, because he goes in and out of Fort Riley quite a bit, that they're rehabbing a lot of Abrams tanks out there and other tanks. They're on base right now more than they ever have in the history of that base. And He's not sure what it's all about, but he's got it on very good source that they're rehabbing all the National Guard tanks and everything else.
Okay, but I'm going to quite be a play devil's advocate. What are we going to need a tank for? Where are we going to go fight something with a tank? I mean, it's supposedly not a ground. It's not a kinetic war, supposedly, or whatever else. I mean, where are we going to send all these tanks that they're fucking with? Are we going to send them to Ukraine or what? It's like, come on. Just saying. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't. If we need that many tanks, then the United States is seriously fucking wrong.
Well, one of the things that I had heard, and I don't know if Jeff's heard the same thing or not, I've heard that we're sending some of our tanks to our northern border, supposedly because of a possible incursion that could come from up there.
I've heard that too, and it's just one I don't make any sense. I'm like, if you need a fucking tank, what do they got? What do they think's going to come rolling across the fucking border? Just like they certainly sent missile batteries that way too. If that's the case, then we're in far deeper shit than everybody's leading on.
Exactly, and here's the thing: what was advertised here within the last year and a half about to the northern border, what was across it doing training and cross training Canadians. Can anybody answer that? Who they were saying was up there?
Sorry, back again, I guess.
You're right, Mary. We've been hearing for a long time for people to get out of urban areas. Yeah, I know that they've been moving a lot to Fort Knox too.
Well, that's where our 640 plane loads of fucking gold is at.
Plus, God only knows how much CIA dope's down there too.
I don't know. You have to ask Jeff B about that. He's the one smoking the crack. He's got the sidetrack on that one. Hey, Jeff, how's the crack from Fort Knox?
We just had a female officer I saw on the news that was doing a drug addiction stop and almost died. If it hadn't been for two other officers giving her 3 doses of Narcan, she wouldn't be alive today. So this fentanyl thing is a for real deal, people. And I know of other officers that have had to take Narcan and everything else because of this fentanyl stuff. And all she was doing was handling the money that this person had, and she overdosed on it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and she was gloved up.
Sunday.
Yep.
Just think if you really want to get drugged, if any given Sunday you fly over to NFL fucking football stadiums, just drop this shit on them and fucking whole stadium like, ooh.
Yep. Yep. And
well, everybody fails to realize we already got 2.5 million unaccounted for aliens already here, plus the Afghans. So I mean, we are not a small army that's already here that can't stand us. So. So who knows?
Well, let's put it this way. Where is most of this fentanyl coming from? It's coming from our southern border, but where is it being produced at?
Well, it's got a red flag with a yellow design in the center of it.
Exactly. And
where's anything else come from?
Exactly. And that's why I'm an advocate, and I'm going to say it again. We need to bring everything back to being made in America, for Americans, by Americans, and do away with letting foreign ownership of anything in our nation. That's my opinion.
Well, you're also going to have to get rid of some of these fucking bullshit rules that they've implemented, like the gas can bull. Just because one stupid motherfucker is going to sit there and smoke while he's filling up a gas can and he lit himself on fire, the rest of the world's got to pay the price for fucking the gas can. You ever see the gas can today? If you can get the gas out of it, I'll kiss your ass on Main Street. You usually got to beat the fuck out of it and dismantle the nozzle. Shit work, but Just saying.
Yep.
Buy retro kits on Amazon or wherever. Put a normal nozzle on it and cut a little vent hole in the tank and be done with the fucking nozzle. All because lit themselves on fire for being stupid.
Well, I say let the stupid ones do the stupid stuff. Do we really need them
Well,
around
you
if they're
go
that stupid?
realistically, not to. I mean, some of these rules I get, but if if you've seen some of the shit they do in foreign countries like Southeast Asia, I want to harp on Philippines and Thailand, but you see some of the shit them motherfuckers do, you'd be like, damn. You're like, woo.
You know what most people don't realize is if you have a lit cigar or cigarette and throw it in a gas can, it'll go out. It's the
It's the
fumes,
fucking
not the
fumes.
liquid that's light. If you can get it in there without setting the fumes off, it'll put that cigar or cigarette out.
Well, okay, that's like the Marine Corps and the Navy run on JP5, which you can throw a lighted
Mm-hmm.
cigarette in the middle center. You can drop that deck and throw a lighted cigarette in the center of it, and it's not going to do shit. Now, the Air Force, since they burn 3 times as much gas as the Navy and the Marine Corps, uses JP4, which you get a fart, you can go down a fucking thing and fart near that shit, and it'll go beep, light your ass on
Yep.
fire.
Exactly. Exactly. But we do need to relax a lot of our regulations. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to see our country ruined by doing stupid stuff to the environment. But there are certain things that, well, like
Okay, certain
for
jobs
example,
that you spend, you got
I was going
certain
to
jobs that you take the first 4 hours a day complying with bullshit, and then the other after lunch of an hour, the other 3.5 you actually build or make or do something that's productive.
exactly, and it's just like they've shut down all of our lead mines and everything else because of the lead poisoning. Well, think about it. That's another way to control the amount of ammunition and everything else that we have here in the United States. Now, let's face it, we're the most well armed nation in the world. I don't know a redneck in the world that doesn't have at least a couple of shotguns, couple of 22s, and a couple of deer rifles around, and a few handguns.
That's okay. That's like back a few years ago. I guess it's been more than a few years now, but fire
Yeah.
trucks they used to be more. They used to be white with the orange stripe down the center or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had to spend bongo bucks to get rid of all of them because the paint on the trucks had lead in it. I said, well,
Yeah.
what fucking kid's gonna run down the fucking street to your local fire station and go lick the side of a fire truck? I said if he does, he deserves every
Exactly.
hit he gets. I'm like, and I don't
Well,
know too
that's
many
why.
kids that run out when your house is on fire to go lick the side of a fire truck to see what it tastes like. I said, that's just shit's just stupid.
Exactly. You know, hell, some of the older cars, like from the '60s and '70s, uh, they still had a lead base paint in them, and they still hold color and still develop a shine. You can't do that with these new ones. It's like clear coat's gone, your shine's gone, and then it deteriorates, and you got rust underneath of it. You know,
Yeah, you ever go to see to get a paint? Have you seen the price of paint set and paint for a fucking Harley Davidson or a car? Oh
yes,
my
it's
god, a little
ridiculous.
can that ain't no bigger than a fucking soup can cost about $250 or more,
Yep,
depending on the color and all that other shit. And it ain't there's
yep.
like
I had my old Harley painted here about 10 years ago, and I think it cost me close to $2,000 to have that candy brandy wine put on it, and the turned gold leaf on the tank and everything that I had put on it. That was an expensive paint job.
oh, my niece tried all over this refined Tylenol yesterday for a 1-year-old. And a high temp. Today she finally found damn.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like Baltimore. That's like Baltimore. They got the fucking toothpaste locked up because somebody's been stealing the toothpaste. What the fuck do you use toothpaste for? Besides
yeah.
brushing your teeth.
Well, it's just like I went to get some Stetson cologne the other day, and it's up to like $35 a bottle, and it's behind a lock cabinet now.
Old Joey's gonna fire the Desert Eagle. Oh.
Well, Joy, that's a
What,
good weapon, but that's a heck of a
I
recoil.
tell you what. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I tell you what, they had one XL armed is the other
Yeah.
day. That bitch was burnt bronze or some kind of burnt fucking bronze color with a fucking like um white fucking like snake colored like handle. Oh my god, fucker was like $1,700, but oh my god, you must pick that
Well,
bad boy up. Your dick gets hard. Pardon my French. Ah!
well, setting in my one safe, I've got a pair of Series 70 Colt Gold Cups that I used to carry on duty, and I'll tell you right now, those things are worth more than
Yeah,
I am anymore.
yeah, but you can tell when somebody's got a Desert Eagle at the range. You can tell no matter how far away they are. You're like, damn, man, I know what that was. The thing shoots
Yep,
its fucking shells the size of your damn pinky. If you get hit with it, don't
yep,
matter where you get hit. If you as a person get hit by one of them, you're dead. You're dead, or you're going to be missing whatever it took off. If they hit
yep.
you in the arm, you can kiss that arm by. They hit you in the leg, you can kiss that leg goodbye. And God help you get hit in the chest because you're going to be dead. Dead.
Well, my EDC happens to be a good old Glock Gen 3 uh, Model 23 and 40 Smith & Wesson. It was, and every time I go out to requalify with that thing from retired credentials, I still shoot between a 47 and a 49 out of 50. For some reason, I always manage to at least pull one shot out there.
Yeah, the bullets are fucking expensive as shit now too.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I think 50 of them cost like what, $150, $200, something like that. Last I looked, probably went down now, but whew.
Well, I ended up, I've got a pair of 50 caliber black powder rifles that I've accumulated over the years, and I've stockpiled on lead, bullet molds, everything else for them. Because, if it comes down to where that's all I got to use, I'll damn sure use those black powders.
I don't know. Should be interesting. Next 10 days
Yep.
should prove to be interesting. If you choose Skull, you got me hooked. Yeah, they are. They're fucking serious. I mean, anybody who don't believe me, go next time you go in a gun store. See, ask them to see the 50 cal bullet for a Desert Eagle. The motherfucker is humongous, the size of
Yeah,
your
that,
fucking pinky.
yep. Buddy of mine's got a 458 Beowulf in an AR platform. Let me tell you, that is a monster. Of course, then again, I got another buddy that's got a 458 Win Mag and a 460 Weatherby Mag. Told him, I said, we ain't got no elephants around here. He says, no, but he says, if I want to stop something, he said, I know these will stop it.
Nah, the best one is they got the 12 gauges now to take fucking magazines like an M16.
Yep, yep,
VR80 fucking Rock Island's the cheapest one.
yep.
That bitch got a 19 round fucking magazine. I said, "Look, you're gonna hide from somebody just bipping fucking
Hell, they've
9mm, I mean 12 gauge shells at your ass." Oh,
they're
the
making
best one I saw in the military is they got one that's got a 200 round fucker that sticks under a 12 gauge and just poop, 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 poop. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, civilian world's got 50 round drums now for 12 gauge for some of those new shotguns that take them.
Gotta feed wee wee. Oh, gotta feed the cat. Oh.
Megan, I understand hillbilly, and I knew what you were saying.
Oh, shit, did you have fees still in the house? Oh.
Jeff, you still around here? You got anything you want to add to all this BS?
I got one of those. Yeah, them motherfuckers are bad as shit.
Yep.
Tell you what, the one from fucking Benelli or the Beretta that's like $1,300 at fucking sweet ass guns too.
Yeah. I've got a Mossberg 590 mil spec, same thing I carried on duty, and I'll tell you what, that thing, that's a tank. I hate to tell you how much I've abused that shotgun, and it still works.
No, Kathy's off to the Target parking lot. We won't see you for hours. We won't see you for hours.
Yeah. Kathy, like 66, see if the air conditioning units are running if you can get that close. Of course, if it's cold there where you're at, they may not be running.
Well, you better look. You better look on the light poles first to make sure you don't have cameras up there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You might want to look up on the light post first to see if you got cameras up there first. Just
hell, take a dog with her, make it act like her dog wants to go over and take a pee. There you go. You got a good excuse.
Yeah, I can hear it now. Oh, well, Kathy just disappeared somewhere. Well, last we heard, she was going to Target. And next thing you know, nobody's heard from her. Oh, shit.
Well, I know one of our local Walmarts here in the area, and I won't say which one, has got another fenced in area where they've got two different sets of boxes in there. One of them is mixed colors. The other one's all white. And keep them separate. So I don't know what's going on there.
I priced having the 10 tins of this Harley. I got that building now painted with tequila sunrise, $30, $1,300 plus the cost of the paint. Yeah. I saw one for the sports the other day. The shit was $2,200 for the paint set. Nice. It was black and orange flame set or something. But I was like, yeah. Oh, God. We were.
Kathy, be careful out there, hon. Be careful out there, Kathy.
Or both hell
because you don't know what you could be walking into.
I still think.
Yeah, big, and it's gotten expensive just to paint a damn motorcycle. I'm getting ready to repaint a truck. One of my service trucks, I'm getting the body work and everything done on. By the time I painted the forest green and put the gold striping and everything on it, and my logo and everything, it's going to be close to $8 grand. And that's not counting any body work. I've been doing most of that myself. Taking out panels that rusted out and welding new panels in with a TIG and trying to do as much as I can myself.
Well, tell me that makes any sense. You go throw a Coke can in the fucking landfill. What's it do? The bitch is only discolored 10, 15 years later. Now a truck that's got fucking undercoating, rust proofing, fucking 2 layers of fucking primer, fucking 3 layers of paint and 2 layers of fucking clear coat. The bitch doesn't even last fucking 5 years before it rusts the fuck out. What the fuck's going on with that?
Exactly. Hell, I know of an old 85, I think it is, Chevy out here. It's got a flatbed on it, and it's still got the original paint on the cab. It's got some rust on it, but it's still got the original tan colored paint on it, and it's not peeling or anything else. So you can tell me what's happened in the last few decades since they painted that truck. Why we're having all this issue with trucks and cars.
Well, you know. Well, that's like the shit with the chip manufacturers. I can't believe that we don't have a USA chip manufacturer online yet to fucking get this chip situation with the trucks and all unfucked.
Well, you think about it. How do they want to control people? They don't want them to travel. That's why they're pushing this electric vehicles down our throat. So they're taking and deliberately making this to where we're not getting the vehicles. They're having all these refinery fires and everything like that, shutting down refineries and stuff to artificially jack gas prices up where
Yeah,
we
but
can't
see that.
afford to
See,
go
but wait a
anywhere.
minute. See, this is where it doesn't make sense because down here, gas is the lowest it's been in fucking a year. We're down to
Say,
$2.41, and at the best
I,
Trump was $1.60. So we're free has put you at two. So we're up what it was 2 years ago. That's
yep,
not bad. And then we were up close to there for a little while, and even diesel is dropped.
exactly.
So I don't understand that part. I haven't been to the lumber store and looked at lumber prices lately, but beforehand it used to
They're
be
ridiculous.
oh, I know it. Four is like 14 or $15. It's ridiculous. And
Would
any
you
sheet of
believe that
plywood. Go ahead.
at the supply house to buy 4-inch PVC pipe is costing over $10 a foot for 4-inch PVC pipe for sewers?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I mean, that's like plywood. You used to be able to get a cheapest plywood was like 15 or man, about $15 a sheet. And the top level shit that was real thick and fucking finest grade was 50. You can't touch the fucking
Mm-hmm.
smallest piece of plywood now for less than $65.
Exactly.
And the shit going for 150 plus.
Well, I'll go ahead and say it, and y'all can either agree or disagree with me. But in my opinion, when we started allowing our nation to be taken over by foreigners buying property and businesses, and when we allowed our corporations to sell off stuff to other nations and let it be made over there and shut down the plants here, that was the biggest, stupidest mistake we ever freaking made. If anybody wants
Well,
to chime in on that, go for it.
well, the funny part is even high. Oh, particle board is not even particle board in the fucking 30s.
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking one of them ones that's like cutting a square. Fucking what is it? A 2x4 or not a 2x4, but a sheet of wood that's cut in whatever. It's a perfect square. I don't even know what fucking size it is. Christ, that thing
Two,
is like $22.
yeah, 2x2 square, 3/4 inch plywood. I
Yeah,
think I
something
looked at
like
one.
that. Yeah,
I
that
looked at
or a
one of
four
them the other
by
day. I think it
two
was
or something like that. It's like you got to be fucking kidding me.
yeah, it's ridiculous. I think I looked at a 2x2 square last time I was in Home Depot, and I think it was like 22.79 for one piece of
That's like a
that.
butcher block. A butcher block. You can make like you can make an end table, desk, or the fuck you want out of it. The longest and biggest one used to be like 35, $40. Thing's almost $100 now. You're like, what?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and the worst one is the fucking shit you make fences with, the 5.4s and the 6x6.
Yep.
Woo! Oh my God, a 6x6 is if you could even get one, get some, are out of this fucking world.
Well,
They used to be like $50. Now they're like fucking $150.
yeah, I've noticed that reddish residue on the roofs and in the bird bass. Makes you wonder what they're spraying, don't it?
Seriously, consider going to Thailand. Consider it.
If I had the money, I'd buy one of them old missile silos that's up for sale in my area. and go become a hermit down in a missile silo. Hell, I could scrap out enough stuff out of there. I could fix that thing up pretty dang nice for me and my dogs.
Shit, I watched one in the Philippines called Alana Beach in the Bohol the Philippines. Dude, they got white sand beaches, and you walk out the crystal clear blue water that even rivals the fucking Caribbean. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yep.
And you ought to see the house prices in Subic Bay. Oh my God, we're the only place in the Philippines a foreigner could own land. Talk about some expensive pieces of property.
Yep.
Thailand's not bad for those. Oh my God, you'd be making a killing there.
Yeah.
You go get a $400 condo that's pretty damn nice, and you'd be like, woohoo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm old enough. I'm not going to take and be going too far from where I'm at, probably. I do plan on making a trip down to the Carolinas, but I've got an aunt and an uncle down there that's very, 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 very elderly. They're up in their 90s, and I want to see them before they pass away because they were my favorites of all my aunts and uncles on my mom's side. As a matter of fact, they're the last aunt and uncle I've got left alive. Well, Rhino, I'm going to have to get off here. I've got to get up in the morning. I got some things I got to do. So it's a pleasure being on the panel again with you. Good seeing you. And hey, by the way, if you need one of those little buddy heaters, drop me your address and everything. I've got an extra one because I had two of them because Dee and I used to use them when we went hunting and stuff. And I'll be glad to send you a spare one.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just drop me.
I'll put my email address in the private chat, and you can just hold on. I'll just put my address in the private chat.
Well, you've got my email. Just send it to me that way. That way, nobody can break into it.
Hold on, I'll give you my phone number on a private chat, and then you just
I've got it.
Text me.
I've got it.
Oh, do you? All right, because I changed phones and I lost.
Oh, you did? You didn't? You did? Oh, I may have lost it then. Go ahead and put it in there, and I'll put it in my phone.
No, I didn't change phone numbers. I just changed phones. But
okay, well, I'll just. All right. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
There it is.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
There it is.
Okay. Let me write that down real quick. Find something to write on.
Switch phones and fucking lost somehow. Well, whenever you switch phones, it's a fucking clusterfuck.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit what they say. You still lose tons of shit no matter how you transfer the shit. Go see it here and live underground. Yeah, well, that's where everybody else is living.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize with grow lights and everything.
Out why ain't nobody going underground and check that shit out, but I guess it's a closed society. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can take and using grow lights and everything, you can grow your own food underground and everything else. You can have hydroponics growing facilities. Hell, you can raise vegetables and everything else down there. I don't know why more people aren't going to that in this day and age.
Well, I don't know. They suppose they got better shit underground than we got above ground, so who the fuck knows?
Oh yeah, there is a old missile silo up here in north central Kansas that is guarded by armed guards that millionaires and billionaires own pieces of it. And believe me, these guys have got orders to shoot to kill.
Dude, I watched the video the other day of somebody bought a fucking piece of ground that was like a cave or the side of a mountain. They cut a hole in it and made a cave out, a half cave, half above ground, half underground cave house. That thing was bad as fuck.
Yeah, they've done a lot of that over in Missouri, from what I've heard, what I've been told. But anyhow, guys, I got to get off here. I got things I got to do in the morning. Rhino, it was good talking with you, brother. And if you ever need to if you ever need to talk to somebody, you know I'm always here for you.
All right. Well, that'd be cool. You send that little baby buddy. That'll save me buying one of them bitches.
Yeah, and then take and get you a you know those little paint roller screens that you use to roll your roller on it before you paint. Get one of the good metal. Get one of the good metal ones. And you can hook that onto the handle, and you can cook on top of that. Hell, I took a cast iron skillet and took some bacon and eggs out with us when Dee and I used to go hunting. I've sat on the back of my truck with just that little propane little buddy heater with one of those on top of it. A small cast iron skillet, and made bacon and eggs and hash browns out there in the middle of nowhere. We both ate breakfast that way, so I know it works. So,
all right.
Anyhow, guys, all right. It was good talking to everybody in here. Jeff, if you're still in there, take care of my brother. And to all the rest of you, y'all take care. And if I don't see you between now and then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, y'all. Later.
Feliz Navidad. Woohoo.
Exactly. Later. Rhino, take care, brother. Bye.
All right. You too, Will. Be safe. Woo. Woo, doggy. Whatever. 40-minute mark. Oh, my. Good time for us to get out of here, too. Woo, Laurie, she's wide awake. She took a big old nap. Had a big old nap. Woo. Woo. Big old nap. Oh. Woo. Oh, my. The fried frolic. Ooh, I guess we have to stop frolicking. No. Ooh, well, at least it's going to be 54 tomorrow. Warmer, 7 degrees warmer than today. Ah, yes. All right, peoples. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for saying hello. Be safe, be blessed. Have a good Saturday and what's left of Friday. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Have a good Saturday. I have to go play in Walmart tomorrow. Woo-hoo. Thanks everybody for showing up. Have a good time, good show. Have some snacks. Have some raw snacks. I got an apple turnover to eat. I got an apple turnover to eat. I got a raw snack, and I got some Joy donuts left. I'm going to be the sugar high from hell. Hyena's going to be pissed. Hyena's going to be pissed. Later, everybody. Be nice.